See if anyone files in. And speaking of files in, welcome Mullet. That's all good. I'm gonna refrain from talking about conspiracy theories probably, but I am gonna talk about football stuff, so why don't we just go ahead and launch into the game. You are not currently... Yes, correct. Here we go. Yes, football conspiracies only. Um, every single game that's ever happened has been rigged. Oh, Skillet, no way. No way, man. That's too far. San Fran Stadium being next to a power plant causes the influx of injuries. Oh, that's... Hey, watch this, watch this. That's just the tip of the iceberg. See, I'm gonna say it like that now, too. Just the tip of the iceberg, man. There's all kinds of things related to old San Francisco's stadium. Down to those colors right there on the logo. But all... Topics too wild for Twitch. As we scan the stadium and see the energy that there is tangibly, all these super ecstatic folks hanging around. Who do you want to win the game? I guess Seattle. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a touchback. No, it's not. Holy moly. I kind of thought the CPU just kicked it in the end zone. Good, they probably should have. So. There's like a Drake May, the MVP runner-up. See, I turned commentary off so I can talk normally, but I can also do fake commentary. I guess I would pick Seattle. No Tom Brady, may the best team win. Oh, yeah. No. I'd pick Seattle. Who do I think will win? I usually go against the favorite, and I won't say everyone, but like most are favoring Seattle and being like, Seattle's defense, man, and the Patriots' offense hasn't been as good here lately. And it's shaping up to be another thing where the Patriots just win regardless. So I'll be rooting for Seattle, is what I would say to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. I hadn't thought of that. And there he is, and he got a yard. What's the over under on the longest carry that he has in this game? Or anybody, because running the football in Madden, I feel like the CPU just can't run it well. But it only takes one run, so I'm just gonna set it at 10. Will there be one carry of longer than 10 yards? There's another maybe yard. It's gonna be 3rd and 10. Yeah. Oh, he's hurt. Travion Henderson is hurt. Well, oh no. I don't know if he actually was or if that was just an animation where he was just getting up slow. Is that him in the slot? It's hard to tell. I think it is. Yeah, he's fine.
Henderson to punt for the Seahawks. Fair catch, signaled for and taken. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. Hayes' pass complete to Kayshon Boutte. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Unprecedented move. We've had a partial blackout again, like the 49ers Ravens Super Bowl. Oh, we lost power in the commentary booth. But I'm back, and plays are happening, because I can't pause. So, was there an 11-yard run? Okay, well there you go. We already hit the over for yards. Let me catch up here. Yeah, that was him in the slot on that play, I think. Be sure to compare Darnold and May to Patrick Mahomes. Oh, look at this way. Look at the pass. The way he throws this interception, it kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. The way he had the play action. He turns and fires a dart. He kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes on that one. It's obviously the receiver's fault, who was behind the defender. A vintage Mahomes-esque throw from Drake May. Sorry, from Drake May. Gotta get that in there too. Alright, well that drive stalls. Plays are happening reminds me of Mahomes. The way that plays happen when Mahomes is playing plays and Mahomes is out there. I think the over-under for Collinsworth saying Mahomes has to at least be 2.5. Because you know he's going to say it at least once. He can't resist. I feel like twice even is a strong option. And I don't mean like 2 instances, I mean like 2 separate occasions. Like if he says Mahomes' name twice back to back, like that should only count as 1, but he'll bring him up twice. Look at that pass to the left side. JSN kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes when he used to throw the ball to Tyreek Hill. Look at little Mahomie. Saw Mahomes' dad got arrested this week. You can tell it's Super Bowl week when that headline pops up each year. Oh no. Oh, that has happened several times. That's tough. The Emerald. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, speaking of theories. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine they just start talking about... one of them mentioned something to do with that, and they start talking about it during the Super Bowl. Oh no. And anyway, there's a swing pass. It's going to lose a few yards. But now it's 3rd and 15. Darnold fires and gets about 8. It'd be 4th down. Alright, Mullet. We'll see if we can get a field goal here. Jason Myers was perfect, 100% on field goals from this distance. Oh, and he missed it! He shanked it! Oh, it doinked off the uprights. Nope, it's good. Alright. I tried to throw a little jinx in there just to see if it would happen, but no. There's a look at former astrophysicist Joshua Dobbs handing the ball to Drake May. Mike Vrabel's pumped about giving up 3 points. And Mike McDonald, I almost said McDaniel, that's not his name, is also there at the game. He's also coaching in the game. Is that Travion on kick return? Yeah. Had a good return the first time, not so much that time. Coming back out onto the field, it's Drake May. The heir to Brady. Remember when they were like for a decade were trying to find who's going to be the heir to Tom Brady? People thought Brian Hoyer at one point. People thought Jimmy Garoppolo at one point. People thought Ryan Mallett at one point, RIP. People thought Jacoby Brissett at one point. They drafted a lot of quarterbacks. They did not need to. Matt Castle was very briefly for a year. Mac Jones was very briefly for 2 years. But it all led them to Drake May. Incomplete. You having a health problem there? You having a yeah. No. I'm just saying Drake May. You know his name's Drake May. No, but his nickname it's Drake May. That is not what it is, partner. Some new person comes in, is like, is this guy just talking to himself? Not just talking to himself, but like he's talking to himself as himself? What's happening? That's what you do when you don't have a commentary partner or a chat. Alright, Drake May fires for a gain of 6. Alright. Hunter Henry's in the game. Will Campbell, he's gonna die for his quarterback, he said. He's gonna do anything he can. He's gonna turn into I don't have a thing to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. We have a big man with a big Guardian cap. I saw that. Who was that? Who was that man? You know, technology's awesome. Can we fit the Guardian cap inside the helmet? Is there anything we can do about that? Because it doesn't look great IRL, and then in the game it looks even bigger and worse. It's just not great, not a great look. But yeah, Aura, safety is good, but Aura is better. Negative Aura Guardian cap wearers. We got a big run! Travion Henderson. First touchdown of the game. And he's already blown away my expectations for longest run. So much for that great Seattle defense, huh? You could call it a conspiracy, if you will. Insert the Brian Windhorst pointing fingers meme. Now why would the spread only be... Now why would the prop bets be this? Unless. I think we get like a 4 minute. I think a solid 4 minute national anthem would be in order this year. Just milk it for all it's worth. Every syllable. 4 or 5 minutes. Why not? You know? That's right, partner. No. Yeah, partner, that'd be awesome. Alright, back to you. Let's bring in Bob to talk about the flag on the play here. Oh, I gotta say, I think I disagree with the ref's call on the field. Alright, thanks, Bob. Well, let's go to the refs. After further review, the play on the field is gonna be the opposite of whatever Bob said, because we never agree with the former referee who is an analyst. Alright, well, Bob was wrong again. Conspiracy Hawks? Coincidence Seattle? I think not. True. True. The the fix is in. It's 7-3 in the first quarter. Oh boy, well, I guess the fix is in. I was cooking. There's something there. That pass kind of looked like you know who. That's right. Peyton Manning is what I was gonna say all along. Looked just like a nice little Peyton Manning dump off to who? Not really Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison. We're putting Marvin Harrison on a route where he will catch a 25-yard pass and he will not get hit. That was Marvin Harrison's career. Tyler Lockett was a poor man's Marvin Harrison, is what I would say. I can't remember. I'm sure he did, right? I can't remember Marvin Harrison taking hits. And then there's Austin Collie, R.I.P. Not really R.I.P., but is bad. Tyler Lockett lifetime 4 yards after catch. That's not terrible. He could fall forward and get only 2 yards, so he at least carried momentum forward. It's not bad. And unfortunately, DK Metcalf kind of plays like the same way, even though he's about twice as big and twice as tall. What does DK stand for? That's a really good question. It stands for Derek. No, probably not. It's it's short for Derek. No. What is his real name? His real name is DeKalin Zecharias? Zecharias? DeKalin Zecharias Metcalf. Not Zacharias. Don't know. Don't know Metcalf. Well, you don't know him? Who's on first? That's what I've been trying to tell you. Third base. Welcome back, Olamide Zaccheaus. He still plays, doesn't he? I feel like I saw him in a game this year. Pop up somewhere. It's Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed feels the need. The need for Shaheed. That was almost picked. Could have been. The man didn't get an animation, so wasn't picked. I think he's on the Bears. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I seem to remember a crazy Caleb Williams pass. Is this Jake Bobo? No, it's not Jake Bobo. Is this, who's this? Who is this? It's George Holani, the former, I think, Boise State Bronco? Yeah. We got another running back receiving touchdown. It's George Holani. It's Liquid Justice. Serving justice against the New England Patriots. It's Wadsworth Wellington giving him some props. And on the other sideline, it's... what are some of my other players? It's Harold Flowers with the kick. And sitting in the crowd today is NFL legend Bobito Dornkamp. The 5'5", 150-pound defensive tackle. No, he wasn't a defensive tackle. He started as a point guard. He was from a college basketball game, actually, back in 2008-ish. Bobito Dornkamp. Minimum height, minimum weight. The way the character creator worked, he kind of looked like a duck, man. He kind of had a duck bill coming out of his head. So here's the kickoff. What were you saying about a duck man there, partner? Oh, you know, just, you know, I've heard of other animal men, but I've never heard of a duck man. What are you referring to there, partner? That's a conspiracy Seattle for another time. So here's Drake May Drake back in the backfield, and he's gonna take a snap. He's gonna launch it about a yard, and Travion Henderson's gonna get smacked again. This man is not making it through the game, I fear. Can we get some Ramondre Stevenson snaps? Give him a rest. Can we get it? Can we get the tent up just in case? We need to evaluate him for a concussion. It's looking like a run here, partner. It's going to be Travion Henderson again, and he had the first down, and he just didn't want it really, so he didn't get it. Yeah, partner. It looked like he just kind of turned a little sideways there, and he just didn't go forward. Oh, wait a minute. We're having a virtual measurement. It says he got the first down. Thanks with the help of AI. The virtual measurement actually said he got the first down there. Do you agree, Bob? It looks like he didn't get it. It looks like he was about a full 2 yards short, but the AI says he got it, so I guess we're going to go with that call. Call on the field is going to stand, so... Thank you, AI virtual measurement, for that incredibly accurate call on the field. Making all of our lives so much easier with precision like this. Alright, thanks Bob for your AI assessment. Meanwhile, the Patriots are putting together a little drive here about midfield. Travion Henderson has still not come out of the game. This man needs to go to the tent. He needs a tent visit ASAP. There's something wrong with Travion Henderson. He's... Between the zigzags and the breaking it back inside when he's got room to the outside, I don't know what's going on with him. It might be Trent Richardson in disguise. Alright, well, Trent Richardson couldn't have done anything with that. I don't even think super legend Bobito Dornkamp could have gotten through that hole with his tiny frame. 5'5", $150. All right, we got May Drake, Drake May, Man Drake, Mandark in the back, in the pocket. Here we go. He unloads from about 3 yards away, and there's Kayshon Yabuti. Remember Ashton Yabuti? I think didn't he go to Ohio State? Get out of my laboratory. Goated. Yeah, he was a Buckeye. I remember him being on the Bills. I don't know if he ever actually played the game. Here's finally Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to break off a long one. So the run game is opening up for kind of both teams. Maybe it's just me. When I play games, I just can't run the ball. And then when the AI gets the ball, they can't run against me either. So I don't know. This is the first time I've done a simulation in about 5 games. So here's Drake, Mandark, Darkman. Nope. Mandark. Stick with the man. Okay, we got to go back to just calling him Drake May, partner. Yeah, I think just calling him by his actual name is probably the move from here on. So here's Drake May. Here's the Patriots quarterback, number 10. He's going to hand off to the Patriots running back, number 32, as we look at Patriots wide receiver, number 9. There's Seahawks linebacker, number 13, by the way. Can I take a moment, partner? Can I talk about some of these jersey numbers that just don't look natural? We got a linebacker wearing 13. We got a receiver wearing number 9. How many Drakes made Drake before Drake made Drake May? Hopefully not too many Drakes. And hopefully not in the month of May. Travion getting close, and his head again just something's wrong. He needs to get his head checked out. His neck. It looked like his neck snapped, but he's perfectly fine. Look at that. The resilience of the young man out of Ohio State. He's gonna try to steal another touchdown here. Oh, but it's not him. It's Kayshon Boutte, who's not gonna steal a touchdown because he gets nothing. A little trickeration down here. Now, I don't know if you remember, partner, there was a very famous play that happened between these two teams that happened toward the goal line. If you remember that happening. That involved a very second-guessed decision. But right now we got Travion Henderson's going to walk in for a touchdown. He's just fine. He's just fine. We can put the tent back down. He doesn't need the concussion check. I think he's fine. As much as 28-3 gets beaten into me, why don't you go ahead and remind me of what that play was, partner? Yeah, so if you remember, who was the receiver? Was it Chris? What was that receiver's name? It was an insane catch to get down there. Chris Givens? Is that the guy, or was that somebody else? It wasn't Ricardo Lockett, and it wasn't Tyler Lockett. Chris Givens, does that sound right? Anyway, they get a big pass play, partner, and I think they ran one other play. I don't remember what happened. I think they ran from like the 4 or the 5 yard line. And we're thinking, alright, well here comes the run again, and then the run didn't come. And you just hope as we look at Sam Darnold, if Sam Darnold's in a similar position later in this game, you hope history doesn't repeat itself, partner. As we're ready for kickoff once again. He's going to boom it down to about the 2 yard line, because we can't kick to the end zone. It's actually about to the 6. Are we trying to force him into returns? Because I don't know if I'd want to be kicking off the Rashid Shaheed, partner. Once upon a time, I saw a man named Devin Hester go all the way to start a game. It happened to be against my Colts in the Super Bowl, so I don't know if I agree with that strategy, but it's a different time. We have different kickoff rules, so it's a bold strategy. We'll see if it works out for him. Here is Darnold. A lot of checkdowns so far, partner. There's another one. It's the need for Rashid speed. The Seahawks had a need for Rashid Shaheed speed earlier in the season when they traded for him. Crazy how the Falcons got to witness Hester and Cordero Patterson, I will say, rather than say the abbreviation, 84 as our return guys. That was like the two guys. Like I can remember like Dante Hall for the Chiefs, but as far as like his history goes, Cordero Patterson for kickoffs and Hester for punt returns. It's pretty good. I would sign Devin Hester a lot in Madden 12, like as the years went on. He would have a decent career as a receiver, and then he'd end up as a free agent when he was like 30. Oh, Josh Cribbs as well. Yeah, you're right. Can't forget about Josh Cribbs. Colts legend. Played in a playoff game. And I think that was it. Nah, he might have been with the team longer than that. I don't remember what happened though. The circumstances. Alright, partner. We're at midfield once again, 2nd and 7. Can we get JSN going a little bit more here? Sam Darnold's going to look to run, and he's got space. He's got wheels. Oh my gosh, he just died. But he's perfectly fine. Now, he just got his head ripped off on that horrifyingly dangerous hit by the defender as Sam was sliding to the ground. Look at this again here, partner. Oh my goodness. Where's the flags? The refs. I don't have any words right now, partner. Let's go to Bob and get Bob's opinion. Yeah, that was the most egregious foul I've ever seen in my life. I can't understand. It must be the officials out there are actually AI. The AI is ruining the game. All right, Bob. Well, thanks for your opinion on AI again. Josh Allen, linebacker, would be in handcuffs already. You know, there's another quarterback that happens to, and I would say, there it is. You beat me to bring it up. Patrick Mahomes. How does Romo say it? Because he has the thing where he's like, oh, I don't know, Jim. Oh. Does he say Patrick Mahomes in a weird way? I feel like he calls everybody by their first name, doesn't he? Oh, no. Oh, I don't know, Jim. Patrick, here he goes. Oh. Tony, he was sacked about 5 seconds ago. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. It's Patrick, so you never know. It's like, they've already snapped the ball for the next play, Tony. What are you looking at? I don't know, Jim. Field goal from this range. I don't know if he can hit it, Jim. I just don't know. Tony, we're looking at the replay. He made it. You can see he made the field. I don't know, Jim. And randomly he's just like, and oh, Jim Drake May, he threw a touchdown right there. Tony, are you looking into the future right now? Are you opening up a portal into the future? They don't even have the ball yet. I don't know, Jim. Drake threw a touchdown. All right, Tony. Glad my boss is in another building right now. Uh, yeah. All right, partner. We got the Drake May Drake led New England Patriots back out here. We got Kayshon Boutte and Mac Hollins. Is Stephon Diggs in this game? Did he get suspended? He's out there. He has not been suspended yet. All right. We got. Is this him? Oh no, it's Kayshon Boutte again. When in doubt, put the football into the hands of Kayshon Boutte. Clearly one of the league's most dominant receiving threats at this time. Because he's getting the ball on every pass, it seems. Yeah, you might want to try to utilize Stephon Diggs since he's not suspended. Do they know he's not suspended? I don't know. They're pushing back his court date so he can play in playoff games. And I'm kind of confident that's not even fake news. Well, I mean, the man's in the middle of a playoff run. You don't want to disrupt his concentration, you know? Same with Christian Barmore. We're going to have a 3rd and 9, partner. What kind of player are they going to draw up here? And this is where the other guy would say, you know, there's not many plays that you design up on 3rd and 9 and expect to get the first down, but if you can get some yards here, maybe you can go for it on 4th and short. And then it's first down anyway, and it doesn't matter. Alright, partner, thanks for that description of what you could have done, but you didn't have to. Yeah, no problem, partner. That is not Hunter Henry, is it? That's Austin Hooper. The Browns legend. Once upon a time was the starter over David Njoku briefly. As Travion gets destroyed again. That's going to be the most common thing from this game, is Travion Henderson just taking pops. Is the tent in Madden? Does the Madden have a medical tent that can be deployed? I don't know if, because they don't have concussions in the game, so probably not. As we're gonna get stuffed at the line again. Great game, Stephon. You beat the Seahawks just like you. Oh, oh no! I want to give glory to God. That's you know. Oh, it's caught by, is that Kayshon Boutte? We won't know, because we're not going to get a replay. But it may have been, get it? Drake may have been Kayshon Boutte. Probably no tent, because, yeah, they made them, they used to have them. And they used to have more realistic injuries, but the weird injury they made up to replace it. This year alone, there was some glitch that happened, where it was like a shoulder injury or something, but players were getting career-ending injuries. I don't know, man. Maybe your shoulder just hurts that bad. You have phantom shoulder pains for the rest of your career. I don't know. There is Stephon Diggs. He is playing in this game. But now we're at the 1 yard line, so I think we know who's getting the ball here. I think we know pretty well and good. And then I wait to say until after he gets the ball. Just like I thought, it's going to be Travion Henderson, and he's going to get another touchdown. And he's going to do the same elephant trunk celebration. Is that a mix of like a quiet down type of thing as well? Not sure what that is. Maybe there's some significance, I don't know. Don't expect a high-scoring game like this in the real game. We're almost to halftime here, partner. The game has been kind of flying by, but yeah, that would be a little bit of a surprise to see. Because while I do think Seattle has a very good defense, and I think they'll play well. I don't really expect a super high scoring game, and I really don't expect like a back and forth punt only game. I do expect to see some big plays here and there. I may get some later tonight, is what I have read. Hopefully not too early, because I do have to go out later, but we'll see. How much though do you have? Oh, we got a big return here from that guy. uh, my snow that happened like a week or two ago is still here. It hasn't melted yet. Oh, really? Ugh. Okay. Well, maybe I go out tonight. Yeah. By go out tonight, I mean literally go get groceries for this week, upcoming week. Ooh, skills going out. Oh, yeah, to Meyer. All right, what do we got? We got 18 seconds remaining in the half. Seattle, with really only a play, has moved into New England territory, and Darnold's going to run it. He had wheels before, he's got wheels now. He's got a block if he wants it. He didn't really want it, or get to it. All right. Will we see, if we see a touchdown here, will we see Seattle try to go for two this early in the game? I'm not a fan of chasing the points until you really have to. So the end of the second quarter, you really don't have to, but we'll see. You want that 1 point extra momentum. That's going to get close to a first down, but cost Seattle their final timeout. Got to be careful here. You don't want to walk away with no points. Well, they just kick here with 7 seconds. Even though we see the offense in the huddle, I'm going to predict they kick the field goal. You don't want to get sacked. You don't want to get tackled in bounds. They are just going to kick. Okay. Smart decision. Unfortunate for them, but yeah. Now, what you would see in real life is a shot to the end zone. But this is Madden, so honestly, it was smart of them to take the field goal instead of not getting anything. And that'll be halftime. And, coming up next, the Pepsi halftime. Oh, wait. Oh, we've skipped halftime. Who decided to do this? Who skipped it? Who skipped the show? Graphics are so good for coaches. I think the coaches' scans look better than a lot of the players. And a lot of the players also don't have scans, so that might be why. Oh, there's still 4 seconds left. My bad. I was trying to cause an incident. My bad, partner. There's still 4 seconds. I forgot they were kicking with 7 seconds. I thought we just skipped over the halftime show. I wasn't trying to make anybody even more mad, Parker. I promise. Drake May's gonna try to take a shot here. He's going deep. Oh, right to Stephon Diggs, who can't catch. He might as well not be playing in this one, partner. Gets the drop. Skill inciting a revolution. I really didn't mean that, partner, but now we do have halftime, so let's get down to that Pepsi halftime show right after these replays. There's actually a catch for Stephon Diggs. He did have one. A lot of carries for Travion Henderson with 3 touchdowns as well. We'll see if Seattle can tighten up the run defense. And partner, did you look into the future again? Did you open up a portal? How did you know we've skipped the halftime performance? I don't know. I don't know what the people watching across the world are going to think about this one. Speaking of Madden, Travion Henderson, future Madden cover athlete. He's looking into the future again. Oh no. Did you see that they used Madden footage in his offensive Rookie of the Year highlight? No. He had so many long runs they could have used. What? No, I did not watch any of Honors last night. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Well, partner, we skipped the halftime show. I don't know how that's possible, but it's 1st and 10. There was no halftime show. There was no alternative performance event anywhere else. It's just about the football here. We're just sticking with the football. All right. Discord. All right. Let's see. It's hard. Like I believe it. It is hard to believe. Like, why would they do that? Short grab for Cooper Kupp. Oh, what in the is that Madden? It obviously it's not real. Is that knockoff Madden? What was that? That looks like they traced his real play with AI, like they tried to reproduce it over the actual clip or something. I don't know if that's Madden. That looks worse. Or else they put some kind of filter on it, maybe? I don't know what to make of what I'm seeing right now, partner. The award was sponsored by EA, so that's why they included clips from the game. Okay. Well, that would explain, I suppose. Back to the game, though, partner. We got a punt. And a spin move off the punt. And an acceleration and a broken tackle. He was really going somewhere with that one. Marcus Jones on the big return. As we take a look at the Guardian cap coming out. It is rather big. And it is rather strange. But if it prevents the man from getting a concussion, just can we move it inside the helmet is all I ask. Can we figure out the technology to have that safe helmet feel, but not have that safe helmet look? You know what I mean? He was turning on the Jets there, and Travion gets killed again. Travion Henderson, despite being the front runner for Super Bowl MVP right now, is getting absolutely demolished on every single carry, except for the 3 touchdowns. Other than those, and like 3 other big long runs, he's been bottled up. A loss of 3 on that one. We're gonna play action. Mac Hollins, I guess, caught that in bounds. But, yeah, 3rd and 9, okay. What can Mike Vrabel dial up here? Probably a pass to the tight end. As the career leader in defensive players catching a touchdown. Oh, he's gonna evade the sack. Oh, what a, oh, nearly a sideways pass at least. Almost a backwards pass. Could have been, but was not. It'll be 4th and 9. We're gonna punt it back. Take away a few of his MVP votes after that one, Jim. It's just the offensive line there, Tony. Give him to Mahomes. What a guy. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes has magically won Super Bowl MVP. He's here in attendance. And they show him and Brittany and... what's his brother's name? Oh, they got it. Oh, over under how many times do they show Taylor Swift? Will she be there? If she's there, with it not being a Chiefs game, will they show her? Will there be a reason to? The answer to that is no. But will they? Will they show her anyway? Will they show the Kelseys? Will they show Mama Kelsey with Jason? They'll show her Madden skin. Come into Madden. Ultimate Team. Play as Taylor Swift. You can put her at any position. She's a 99 overall. I mean, Giannis has been in the game. Another run? Oh, you're making a run. Okay. I'll save all my funny quips till you get back. Alright, now I gotta think of funny quips till he gets back. Kenneth Walker's interesting because he is an impending free agent, but Zach Charbonnet did tear his ACL. If I was Seattle, I'd want to bring him back, but will he be priced out of their range? And Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts on that one, somehow got the ball away, and somehow it was not grounding, and he has a long neck in this particular shot. Did you guys notice that? A very, very elongated neck for Sam Darnold on that camera angle. Hadn't really noticed until then, but kind of had a long neck. 3rd and 7 now, partner. We got the Seahawks backed up. Kenneth Walker is going to go wide. He's got a linebacker on him. Is that Jack Gibbons out there? Sam's looking to step up and throw over the middle. It's caught. He felt the need for Rashid Shaheed on that one. And it worked out with the swiftness of his speed. Remember Isaiah Peed? That was a name. Running back for the Rams. Former Bearcat, I believe. Is that right? That may not be right, but I feel like it is. Molt's going to get back. Did I hear Isaiah Peed? Yep. Why did you bring up Isaiah Peed, partner? Well, sometimes stranger things happen than you expect. Oh boy. They start talking about Stranger Things during the Super Bowl. Partner, I just gotta mention the audacity of the Duffer Brothers to end Stranger Things the way they did in that final season with those final episode. Just unfathomably terrible, partner. Partner, why are you talking about Stranger Things right now? We're not on the Netflix network. We're not streaming the Super Bowl yet. Give it a couple years, guys. Super Bowl will be on Netflix. Partner, I just want to say there was a particular scene where a character had a very long, lengthy dialogue, and that particular scene was a lot longer than the main fight against the main villains of the series. And partner, I don't know if I feel very good about that one, partner. Pass is caught by George Halani. Meanwhile, partner, there's just too many loopholes in these episodes. I really thought it was building to something more, and then it just wrapped up too nicely, partner. You know, the beginning of the final season, Dustin, he gets in a little ruckus with some bullies and they beat him up a little bit. He takes more damage from the couple of bullies than the main monster, partner. I just don't see how that's possible. Alright, partner, here's Sam Darnold, meanwhile, on 2nd and 6. Gonna check one down to the running back again for like the 8th time. It'll be 3rd and 3. 3rd and manageable here, partner. Yeah, and let me tell you something else about Stranger Things. They just kept having all these characters, man. They didn't know what to do with any of these characters. They were just around to do literally nothing. Some of the most important characters did absolutely nothing. Some of these minor characters that they were trying to build up throughout the season, by the end of the season, they didn't have anything to do either. It was like a very select moments where certain characters got to shine, but it's like the majority of these people that we've been watching the show for 5 years with just kind of got sidelined, partner. I just didn't really like that. All right, partner. Well, speaking of sideline, we got football going on here. Sam Darnold, he's not going to make it to the sideline. He's going to get sacked. And a timeout has been called. Sam Darnold is hurt. I think. Sam Darnold is hurt. Who are we going to see? Is it going to be Drew Lock or Jalen Milroe, the rookie? Who has a higher overall in Madden, partner? I'm not really sure. I don't know who's going to be the backup here. Personally, I would probably roll with Jalen Milroe just for the speed, but you never know. The Patriot was that Travion Henderson celebrating the injury with a pump, with a arm pump. It is Drew Lock, partner. Drew Lock is in the game, and he just throws a dart to Cooper Kupp to make it 3rd and 5. We could be looking at something exceptional, as Jarrett Stidham with the Broncos wasn't able to get it done against the New England Patriots, but now we've got Drew Lock, the former Bronco, has a chance to get a touchdown. Sam Darnold out of this game right now. He's not in the medical tent. It was not a concussion. Drew Lock's going to run it. Drew Lock touchdown. Things I thought I would never say in this stream. It's a Drew Lock touchdown. That is Drew Lock popping and locking. What did I miss? Not much, partner. We were talking about some Stranger Things, and then a real Stranger Thing did happen, as Drew Lock has scored a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks, which is as many touchdowns as Jarrett Stidham was able to score. Did I say against the Seahawks? Against the Patriots. Jarrett Stidham also was able to score just the one touchdown. That was the connection I was trying to make with Drew Lock being a former Bronco. But anyway. We're going to go for 2. And again, partner, I said this earlier, you're up by a point. I don't like chasing the points. You're up. Why go for 2 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter? You just cost yourself a point. Yeah, and partner, speaking of things being costly, none of these characters in Stranger Things really faced any meaningful, adversity. Like, I never felt like any of them were actually in any danger of being killed in the entirety of season 5, except for maybe like one scene where Vecna was just kind of mowing through some military guys. But partner, like, none of these stakes were that high toward the end. All right, partner. Well, we got to kick off here. We got to move on. Don't worry. I'll get back to it. Don't worry, partner. But we got to kick off. You're right. I don't know who that is on the kickoff. Is that Hunter Henry on the kickoff? It might have been. I love that he did that celebration. Reminds me of that video of him on the bench. Oh yeah, he didn't do his thing where he grabs his jersey and then he flexes his shoulders and stuff. He needs to do that, right? Can we get Drew Lock's signature shimmy into the game? We don't know how long Sam Darnold's going to be out. He might be done for the game. Only time will tell. Oh, we've got another injury. Is it Travion Henderson? Somebody please take him to the tent. The man needs assistance. The entire game he's been killed. He's gotten killed out there and he's still lining up outside. Oh, what an insane showing of the indomitable human spirit this man has shown. Speaking of the human spirit, partner, I just got to go back to Vecna real fast. Vecna, they try to give him like a redemption arc. It doesn't go anywhere, but you also have to have seen a play that was only shown in like two performances in like two little cities ever. And I'm thinking, partner, like, I'm sitting here watching the show for the first time this new season, and they're talking about stuff that doesn't make any sense relative to things that have happened in the past. And I'm like, are these retcons? And it turns out they did retcon a lot of things, and I don't think they meant to, partner. All right, well that's another Stranger Things blurb. Meanwhile, we got a gain of a yard on the little bubble pass. Partner, I can tell you're trying really hard not to say anything else about Stranger Things right now. You're right. You're right. There's a lot I want to say still. If you would have read the comic written by the cameraman's ex-landlord's daughter, you would have known about this Vecna arc. Fake fans everywhere. True. And then you're like, well, where could I have gotten this comic? And the answer is nowhere. Oh, what a great catch! It's not Kayshon Boutte. It is Stefon Diggs. I had to check and make sure. Partner. Oh no, here he goes again. Partner, speaking of having to check and make sure, do you think the government at the end of the final episode, do you think they should have just accepted Elle being swept up into the upside down when it was exploding? Do you think they should have checked to see if it was actually her, partner? Because it's an ambiguous ending. We don't know for sure what happened. Partner, I gotta tell you, I've never watched Stranger Things in my life. See, partner, that's one of the strangest things you've ever said. Alright, here's the handoff, and he's going nowhere. I can't imagine I can't imagine listening to the stream bullet. And I certainly can't imagine a new person coming in and hearing this. But speaking of new people, partner, what'd you think about Delightful Derek? Delightful Derek, partner, I have no idea what you're talking about. Delightful Derek. Partner, I just said I haven't watched I haven't even watched the first season, let alone the new season. I don't know who Delightful Derek is. yeah, that was him. Yeah. But partner, there is one thing about Delightful Derek I didn't really like, and it wasn't his persona, it wasn't his acting, nothing like that. It was the fact that he is a child. And Vecna has superhuman abilities and powers, and yet Delightful Derek was able to pull Holly away from being in Vecna's grasp, partner. I really don't think that's very realistic to happen. I feel like Vecna would have just been able to pull them both back to him, and if he couldn't physically for some reason overpower two children, I think he probably could have used his, telekinesis powers that he uses all the time to bring them back to him. He just didn't do it. So, I don't know what to make of that one, partner. It was the fact that he had a stunt double. Yeah, for some reason, when they were filming Vecna, the real Vecna, they put a stunt double in, and when the stunt double tried to do the powers, he couldn't do the powers. So that's why Vecna was not able to catch up to Delightful Derek. Unfortunate for him. But very fortunate for the New England Patriots here as they make the kick. And they're going to take the lead here, partner. And I guess if you're Seattle, I guess this is why you go for two, because right now, if you got it, it'd be tied. You'd still be down by a point if you took the extra point. So I guess I see going for two. I think it's still too early. You cost yourself a point. We'll see how it works out as this fourth quarter progresses. As we are already in the fourth quarter, partner. You just lost your job. They're sending Aaron Andrews up from the field to help me finish this broadcast. You've been talking about Stranger Things for 4 hours now. You know the final episodes are... Oh, partner. You don't even know the half of it, partner. Look, I've got a theory. I've got all sorts of theories related to this final season. This final season, most of it didn't even actually happen. Most of it is fake news. Most of this final season is in Mike Wheeler's head. Mike had already been compromised by Vecna, and most of what he's seeing are just his thoughts while he's asleep, under Vecna's control. Vecna is actually, the entire season from where it starts is a complete lie. This whole last season is a lie. There's still gonna be another episode, partner. I can't tell you when it's gonna be because I already thought it was gonna be one of about 12 different dates to this point. But I'm telling you right now, partner, it's coming, and you better catch up on Stranger Things as soon as possible to get yourself ready for when it comes.
A loss of 6 yards. It's third down. Third and 8. A loss of 5 yards. Another 3 and out. Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks. Fair catch, signaled for and taken. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
partner. Don't even get me started about what's in the water, partner. But I will say the execs did come up here and tell me to stop talking about Stranger Things, which could only mean one thing, honestly, if you think about it. The final episode of Stranger Things upcoming will likely be on NBC on our network. They don't want us talking about it because it's going to be on this station right after the Super Bowl. Imagine that. Just imagine. What did I miss, partner? I was having a conversation off screen there for about 5 minutes. Not much, except we got a... Is it who has the ball? Seattle has the ball. They're backed up at their own 8-yard line right now. Still trailed by 2 with 10.5 minutes. Is that Sam Darnold back in the game, though? It is Sam Darnold. So much snow. Uh-oh. It's going to be headed my way. Stay safe and all that good stuff over the weekend. It's not going to be fun, I suppose. Never is, partner. Partner, you're talking about snow and all, and that's cool, but look, these kids in Stranger Things are graduating in May, alright? Why does it look like fall, partner? I can't wrap my head around this. It's gotta be because of Vecna's curse. I think maybe they just made a mistake, partner. I really can't accept that one, but we'll get back to the game, I guess. First and 10. I mean, Drew Lock could do that. What is this offense, partner? It's been very limited all day. We're not seeing JSN deep. We're not seeing any tight end utilization. The run game has been bottled up. Kenneth Walker in motion. We're just gonna sling it out to him, and he's gonna go backwards. I don't know what we're doing. Craig Woodson might have just punched that man on the ground, but I mean, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? They just lost 5 yards. Graduated in May, like Drake May. Stranger Things graduating in Drake May. He earned that punch right there. He earned it. We got a 3rd and 15, and JSN's on a little comeback. I don't know what kind of a route we're going. We're going to AJ Barner at the sticks, but unable to catch out. We're gonna have to punt it away. Pretty disappointing drive. Obviously, you're down by 2. There's 9 minutes to go in the game, but it's not over. It's not the end of the world to punt here. Looked like a little block in the back there, partner. I don't know. No call. Have we had a single flag this entire game, partner? This news just in. During this Super Bowl, we have breaking news, folks. I don't know how to tell you this, so I'm gonna not say it until I see for myself what it is. Jim Schwartz, legendary Browns coordinator, has sent in his resignation letter this morning, per sources. He will now likely sit out this season. What do you think of that one, partner? No Jim Schwartz for the Browns? Yeah, I think he seemed to expect to be named the coach, and when he wasn't, I don't think he liked that very much. And, most coaching staffs have their positions filled, so I don't know if, you want to be a head coach at this point, partner, in his career. Maybe he would settle for being a defensive coordinator somewhere else still, but the positions just aren't really open right now, so looks like he's going to sit one out. Try to come back in next cycle. We'll see. Jim Schwartz resigned this morning at, I don't know how old he is. I don't know why I'm trying to make it sound like a death announcement. He's perfectly fine. He's just not going to coach this year. It's not that bad. folks. Yeah, you were scaring me, little partner. I didn't know if there was like a big old earthquake happening or what. What was going on, partner? I was about to talk about Stranger Things again. that doesn't even make sense, partner. We got another handoff, and Travion Henderson is just blasted by Leonard Williams. It goes flying backwards, and I mean, I don't know how he's not just already in a full body cast at this point. Somebody please take him to the tent. The man is in obvious pain. May a little dump off to Kayshon Boutte. Picks up a few. That's kind of been the staple of both teams' passing attacks today, just little short routes over the middle. Cast, the Stranger Things cast, was underwhelming in the final season. Let me tell you, partner. Partner, the acting of some of these kids, they're not kids, they're like 25 years older and up. And the older ones are like into their 30s, like Steve. I mean, people love Steve Harrington and all, but I don't know, partner. I don't know if it's the acting really, or if it's just, you know, you can only do so much with a script. If the script isn't no good, partner, I don't know what the man could have done, you know. 1st and 10, partner. Joey Harrington, better than Steve Harrington. Honestly, if we're talking about season 5, you might have something there, partner. Joey Harrington in his season 5 might have been better than Steve Harrington in his season 5. I don't know. Just the sheer lack of consequences of anything happening in season 5, partner. Season 4 ends with giant cracks in the earth opening up, and you think like it's something of biblical proportions coming out of the ground, and season 5 opens up and the government has covered these cracks, and it's played as a joke, partner. I can't, when I think about it too hard, I really can't comprehend what they were thinking. And if you recall, partner, in the documentary, they did have ChatGPT opened. In fact, two back-to-back browsers opened of ChatGPT. Partner, let me interrupt you and say it. I've never seen Stranger Things, but it looked like Vecna had his hold over Travion Henderson, but he is still in the game. Partner, you're picking up quick. It did look like Travion Henderson was getting abducted by Vecna there, and I was very worried about his limbs. In fact, I've been very worried about his limbs all game. He's getting just completely destroyed. It's going to be 3rd and 23 though, partner. 2 browsers, browser junior. ChatGPT for Stranger Things, partner. Can you believe it? 3rd and 23. Drake is going to drop back and get sacked. I mean, he had no chance. We're calling a drop back and a deep read on 3rd and 23, which I get, but partner, now you got to punt. Wish me luck. Gonna drive in this very bad weather. May or may not be back. Probably not by the time the game is over. Yeah, true. We only got 3 minutes left, partner. I may start something else after this. We'll see. But yes, safe travels. And I'll get you a recap later, partner. We got 3 minutes in this one. Sam Darnold is coming back out. Oh boy, do I? I don't know. I don't think I say this one. I don't think I'm gonna go with this one, partner. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. You should probably keep that Stranger Things reference to yourself. All right, Sam Darnold with a chance to do what Russell Wilson did and turn the ball over on this final drive. 3 minutes to go. We're gonna go out for maybe 2 yards to JSN on the boundary. That seems to be all they've been able to do through the air. Sam Darnold's been able to make some things happen with his legs a couple of times, though. That could factor in here on this final drive. They do give him 3, so 2nd and 7. We got Walker and Helwani lined up in the backfield and in motion. Was that like a fake flea flicker? I'm not sure what that was, but it's going to be caught by Cooper Kupp. Keep in mind, they only need a field goal to take the lead. They're essentially into field goal range with that pass, as kickers are hitting routinely from about 65 to 70 yards now at this point. We're not quite there yet, partner, but we're getting awfully close. With 2:45 to go, a first down really would still be a long one, partner, but, you know, we'll see. We're getting there. 2:26 to go in the game. Darnold, a chance to be the hero. It's going to be caught! Cooper Kupp, the former Offensive Player of the Year, the former record breaker with the Rams, looking for his 2nd Super Bowl. Huge catch, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Cooper Kupp, have a day. Seattle to the line. Darnold surveying. All the time in the world. In these last 2 minutes, it's a QB draw. He's gonna get a couple yards and slide. I guess, partner. We get a few yards there and get down without taking a hit. I mean, he looked to run immediately. I think that was a QB draw. He had some space. It did, you know, end immediately, but he had a lane. He's going to look to run again, and he's going to get sacked. I don't know if that's a seen ghost situation there, but we're going to have Harold Landry dancing. Seattle is going to huddle. I thought they might try to... Well, Sam Darnold seems to think he's got something going on with the ref. I don't know what's going on there at the sideline. What's going on? Welcome to the end of the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold is going to be caught. And that's going to be the first time out by the Patriots. Was that Kupp again, or was that a tight end? Or was it Jake Bobo? I don't know who that was. We're not going to find out. Someone with a huge catch. It might have been A.J. Barner if it was the tight end. I don't know, partner. Down to 1:10 left. We only need a field goal. You can't channel Russell Wilson here and turn the ball over. We're going to have it incomplete on a screen. You got pressured. Had to get the ball out quick. Incomplete. Partner, a potentially dangerous play, a sack there would have really put them on the edge of field goal range again. No, I'm kind of just having fun, but that would be an interesting thing for me to do, I would say. Oh, this is he's down to the 1. I don't know. I think you just have to let him score now. You can't stop him and then call the timeout. You don't want to waste another time. I think you have to let him. Is this a Todd Gurley-esque situation? Do they let him just walk it? Now this is Madden, so that's not going to happen. But in real life, do they just let him score? They're going to pass! Is it Russell Wilson? No! Sam Darnold with the touchdown. Oh, I had shades of Russell Wilson in my head. I saw Malcolm Butler jump in the route. Darnold runs it in. There's still 58 seconds, though. Did they score too early? Yes, they probably did. How exciting is this year's Super Bowl? I'm a Colts fan personally, so I don't like the Patriots. It's different than it used to be, of course. I find myself liking Sam Darnold, even though I've never been like a huge... Oh, it's a block! Oh, big man! No, okay. This has been the craziest game I've ever watched for no reason. Sorry about that. It's going to be a 4-point lead. All right. I'd put it relatively low, but not like super low, I guess. Maybe like a I almost said the numbers. I almost said maybe like a 6 or a 7. That's on me. That's on me right there. But honestly, somewhere like a 6. I don't know. Like, I love football, and I like more than just the Colts. So just as a game in general, I'm excited. Speaking for most of America, it's a 4. I can see that. Yeah. It's like the Patriots dynasty happened and it's supposed to be over. It's not supposed to be back already. But at least right here, they got a shot to win. Down 4, need a touchdown. 2 timeouts still. When did Seattle take it? Did Seattle take a timeout when they got down to the 1-yard line? I think I assumed the Patriots took that timeout, but no. TreVeyon Henderson is going to get blasted. I think the Broncos would have beat the Patriots if Bo Nix didn't get hurt. I agree. I think. You'd think they would have, because they only lost by 3 with Stidham, and Stidham didn't play well, so. I would agree. I would think they would have won. And it's a shame. I like Bo. And that sucked. Like, what was it, like a half hour after that game ended, they announced he was going to miss. Patriots being conservative, but Kayshon Boutte, he's fighting for it. Drake May's over 300 yards. Drake May. We're wasting all kinds of time. Drake May is just huddling up. We're just huddling. For 18 seconds, we're finally going to snap the ball at 20. That's a big yikes. But it's going to work out, I guess. They're going to call their final timeout. Need a touchdown, though. Field goal won't do it. Who can make this play? Stephon Diggs has been pretty quiet. I want to say he has 2 catches. We've seen a lot of Kayshon Boutte. We've seen a little bit of Hunter Henry as well. I think I'd rather lose the AFC with a backup than lose to the Seahawks. That's true. Like, if you get to the Super Bowl and get blown out, you don't want to see that. Drake May is going to fire this one out of bounds. That's a good point, yeah. That is a just massive Guardian cap. They got to do something about those. 13 seconds, no timeouts. We're at midfield. The legend of Drake May could be born, or he could launch another one out of bounds. Alright. Down to 9 seconds. You are a Broncos fan? I feel your pain. I was pretty heavily invested in the Bills this year, to be honest, after the Colts started to go downhill. So that was kind of a double whammy when the Bills lost. Oh, what is Drake May doing? Is that 3 straight passes just chucked out of bounds? I don't want to blame Madden, but I'm gonna blame Madden. what are we doing with Drake May there? Alright, it's gonna have to be a Hail Mary. 5 seconds. Can a miracle happen in 2026? The May miracle pass. It's gonna make it to the end zone. Oh, he got his hands on it. No, it's dropped. He couldn't catch it off the deflection. Devastating loss for the Patriots. The Seahawks hang on. Nick Emanwuri injured in practice this week. It didn't matter. Oh, it was off his hands. I'll try to show it as long as I can. I know Madden's weird about replays. Devastation on the face of Drake May. What a game. That was actually kind of a hype game. I was kind of joking all the way through it, but kind of crazy. Before we get to stats, yeah, highlights. Yeah, here we go. Final play. not pressured. If I'm Ernest Jones, by the way, here, why do you not step up and try to bring pressure? But anyway, I'm trying to get back to the ball. Here we go. Launches into the crowd. It's going to be Julian Love, Tariq Woolen, Josh Jobs in there. Kobe Bryant is in there. Mac Collins. Of course, Diggs and Henry with Nehemiah Pritchett in pursuit. Oh, it's in his hands. It's in Hunter Henry's hands for the Super Bowl, and it phases out of his hands. Oh, unbelievable. I think that, yeah, Madden Madden physics. I think this is only because it was off a tip. I think if this is just straight to him, he catches this because he's not contacted. But because it's off a tip, the animation does not actually complete the catch for him. Imagine losing this way though in real life. Oh, Hunter Henry. Twitter has exploded. Hunter Henry's #1 trending. You can imagine the tweets as the Seahawks celebrate. Oh, man. I want to go back. 3 straight plays, though. Drake May throws away. Did not try to push down the field. Just launching it straight out of bounds. I mean, at least, hit TreVeyon Henderson. Pick up a couple yards. I don't get the play calls, I guess. I know you're running out of time. You don't want to throw it over the middle and not be able to get another playoff, but we're calling plays that have to happen with 19 seconds, and he throws them out of bounds. That's pretty bad. Twitter has exploded with hashtag simulation referencing conspiracies of humans living in a simulation. The conspiracies are back. We were talking about conspiracies earlier. The Seattle... What was Mullet saying? I forget how to say it. Where was it? If I scroll back here. Seattle Conspiracy Hawks. He was right. He was right. All the conspiracies theorists were right all along about this. At least. Drew Lock had to come into the game. Had a touchdown. Kenneth Walker didn't have a great game. Cooper Kupp ends up with 100 yards. That's insane. Good for him. Barnard did have a couple grabs. JSM was kind of quiet. Rashid had some nice grabs. George Holani, the only receiving touchdown. Joe Rogan. Oh, yeah, it's rigged, 100%. The NFL paid Hunter Henry to not catch that football in real time. Byron Murphy with a sack. Jason Myers missed an extra point. It was blocked. That's right. They also went for 2 at one point and didn't get it. Cost themselves a few points. It didn't end up mattering. Drake May, 319, a touchdown but a pick. TreVeyon Henderson, only 2.3 per carry. He had some nice runs and 2 touchdowns, but yeah, the AI running in Madden just is not very good. Who do I think was going to win? I'm going to roll with my gut because I'd like to see Seattle win and say Seattle. A lot of people are picking Seattle, which makes me think the Patriots are going to win just because that seems to work out that way. But I'm going to go with Seattle. I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll be super high scoring, but I also don't think it's going to be like a 10-7 type of defensive battle again. So somewhere in the 23-20 range or 21-17, something similar to that. I would think. This was an absolutely insane finish. 3 sacks for Milton Williams. Huge game. Did he have 3 sacks on the season? I don't know. Guys, you forgot we're in the league, being big impact players for this Patriots defense. That was indeed Jack Gibbons. I somehow pulled that name out of somewhere. Even Efton Chisholm out here. That's who that was, 86. One last look at the final play. In the hands of Hunter Henry on the Hail Mary from midfield. Steps up. Ernest Jones just stands there and watches. Deflected, tipped right to Hunter Henry. Perfect. Right in his hands. And he's unable to bring it down. Someone get a wellness check on this man this week. Absolutely devastating for Hunter Henry and the Patriots. Wow. What a game.